Thanks for joining, everyone. So I am signing prints today since those prints of Voyage to Yggdrasil just came in. So signing these prints. And then I'm also here to remind everyone that this painting right here is now up for auction on eBay. So if you're interested in it, that's what it is right there. I can even show it up close. Oops. So this is the painting that's available on eBay. It's called Angler's Retreat. It's a kind of a special piece to me. It had my uncle in mind, my uncle who passed, but I've got another piece that I did for him. That's my official memorial piece, and that one is that one's gonna be not for sale, but this one is. The other one is gonna be a gift to my father. My dad and my uncle were best friends before he became my uncle. So I'm gonna put this back right here. It's a little junky. There we go. But yeah, that piece, just gonna make sure that it stays there in the background so that people kind of have an idea of the size of it, if they're interested in buying it. And then I'm also gonna continue signing these prints. So there's the two sizes of these prints. I've got 8.5 by 11 and 11 by 14. I did like a voting poll on my story, and it was pretty evenly split between 11 by 14 and 8.5 by 11. So I just got both sizes, and there's only 25 of each of them, and they're going to be a limited print release. So I'm not going to order any more of them if they happen to sell out. But yeah, right now I'm numbering them and signing them because I like to sign my limited print releases. Kind of makes them a little more special. Someone asked what my cat's name is. My cat's name is Lucy. And I actually have two cats. So there's just the one that you saw right now, and then my other cat's name is Zena, and she's a calico cat. So if you see a really fluffy, like orange-looking cat, that'll be her. She might come down, who knows? She's upstairs sleeping, I think. Keep grinding and being creative as possible. You're amazing. Thank you so much, Mingo Joshua. I appreciate you. That means a lot. I appreciate all the support I've received. It truly means the world to me. I mean, finally feel like I can eventually transition to art being my full-time thing. She's hiding right now. Yeah. Are you cleaning? Is that why? That's my fiance, by the way. Chetty Beans is Chelsea. For those that might not know, my pregnant fiance with our little girl on the way. Senna is under the blankets because I got the vacuum out. Yeah, that sounds about right. She's silly like that. And Lucy's rubbing up against my legs right now. What are you doing? She's like, I want to be the star of the live. She always does. She always does. Making sure that's dry. But for those that are just joining, signing these prints. Hi.
Would you be okay if I played Minecraft with Kylie down here?
Of course.
Okay. And it just means I'm gonna turn your music off.
Well, that's totally fine with me. I might want to play Minecraft with you.
Okay, that's fine with me. It's just the only time we finally been able to both play it.
Yeah, perfect. I said go for it. Does anyone in the chat play Minecraft or video games in general, I guess? Ooh, we're almost halfway through with these prints. Or no, I guess that is halfway. 13 out of 25. Yeah, that's Almost exactly halfway. Burner. Gotta love Alt J.
Do you have the TV remote?
Oh, I do.
Can I steal that with you?
Wow. Thank you. Love your paintings. Thank you so much. But yeah, this one I have behind me, this is the one that's up for auction. So if anyone's interested, it's in the link in my bio. I think there's also a link in my story that takes you directly to it. Otherwise, the link in my bio just goes straight to my main eBay page. Oop. Got a little mark there. League of Legends or Valorant? Nice. Yeah. A game I've been playing a lot recently is Valheim. Because I'm more of those like survival kind of games. And then I've played a lot of mini games, but that's been my most recent. I've played some Civilization, both 5 and 6 recently. Thank you so much.
I realized I need my glasses so I can see.
Thank you for the hearts. I see those likes going by. I'm still new to Instagram lives. I mostly go live on TikTok, so I'm not exactly familiar with like how it works, but I'm assuming it's similar. So like people can like send likes and stuff, or like I can wave at people like this. Wave to Kendra too. And then I also recently have the option to, so I've got monetized now. So since I think because I have enough of a following, so people can like purchase badges on live, I think. So they have like a little badge by their name, which is pretty cool. You totally don't feel obligated to do that. But I think it's a cool thing that I'm able to have now, so I can make money from Instagram, I guess. Because I'm in part of the creator fund on TikTok, so I make money from TikTok as well. It's not a whole lot, but it's a nice, little boost every month. Hello. One of my friends is really into Valheim right now, and it seems nice. Yeah, I love it. I don't have any friends to play with yet. I mean, I think I do. I just haven't reached out to them about it. I've been mostly playing single player. But now that I know the game a lot better, I might want to play with other people. I think that would be fun. You going to be getting it? Yeah, highly recommend. It's awesome. I mean, that's what this piece was inspired by, was Valheim. So, it's based on what's called a carve in the game. That's what this ship is called. It's the one you get right before the long ship. And then I kind of based this tree off of the large trees in there as well. And, Yggdrasil, of course, is the world tree, the one that holds the 9 worlds. Thank you for the likes. I see them going by. Yeah, it seems fun multiplayer game. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I've been watching a lot of gameplay on YouTube. Makes me wish it was on console too, because that's where most of my gaming friends seem to play. Boom, 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 boom. Wow, this is amazing. I'm glad you think so. Guess I gotta buy the game too, since one of those awesome paintings is coming this way. Yeah. Oh, is it? Did you buy one of these? I appreciate it. Oh, you're an artist too? That's awesome. Thanks for joining in. For those that might have just joined, I've got this piece in the background because this is the one that's being auctioned off, so I just want to have it back there so that it's kind of in the back of everyone's mind. Might be kind of nice. I see Adam Stevens joined, one of my fave artists. When it comes to fine details, he's your man. Or if you want a pet drawn, he's also your man. Are you talking to me, Chelsea? Oh, she's not. She's talking to... She's playing Minecraft with her sister. Ooh, only 5 more prints to sign after this one.
I know, it's cool. I've gotten horse armor.
Yeah, signing these. This is number 20 out of 25. As far as I know, I think I've only sold one of each size, but I haven't checked since yesterday. I usually get a notification on my phone, but I've been live on TikTok this morning and then now here, so I haven't really been looking at my phone. This is certainly one of my favorite pieces of my most recent. It's just, I love the colors. I love how playful it is. No, it's just, there's a lot of detail. I decided to do a more realistic moon, like more realistic as in it's more like our moon. So this is actually supposed to be our moon. A lot of times I just paint a fantasy moon, one that's from my imagination. Like this one is not a real moon, like not based on ours. It's a fantasy moon, so it's on some other plane of existence. And sometimes if I want it to be related to our planet, I will paint our moon, but a lot of times that's not the case. Sometimes people will be like, oh, your moon doesn't look like our moon. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point. I think it's funny when I get comments like that. People are silly. Talent. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Only 3 more to sign. And thank you all for joining, for sending those likes. I see them. See all the hearts. Hey, you don't need to come up here, Lucy. My cat's trying to come up here. That kitty, though. Alt J song in my head. So I play console? Yeah, I do. I do play some console games. That's actually mostly what I did. And then I got a gaming laptop, so now I mostly play on my gaming laptop. But, let's see. Who's getting into shit? But I play the Xbox One. That's the console I have. And then I also have a Nintendo Switch. And then, of course, my gaming laptop, which I am just now using more. So, I'm going to show it off again for the people that might just be joining. But this is the print that we're signing. Ooh, this is the last one. So they did send me extras. That's awesome. Oh, you play with laptop and Switch too? Nice, nice. Do you have any favorite games? Right now, my favorite game is Valheim, but I also really love Minecraft. Basically, any game that allows me to be creative is kind of a game that's up my alley. Okay, Kendra, the fishing license came to our house. My address must still be our Renton address. That's funny. Well, I'll maybe bring it. You should bring it to Memorial Day then, because that's really the. I'm not going to need it until then. That's funny. That means that my Discovery Pass must have come. Or no, that's not my Discovery Pass, is it? No. Okay, let's be careful with these. Alright, all 25 of these prints are now signed. It's okay, we know where you live. Yeah, that's right. That's my sister, everyone, for those wondering. So we just finished signing the 8.5 by 11, so these ones are done signed as well. And then the 11 by 14 are also signed, which is awesome. And Catprint likes to send me extra prints, which is great. So I've got a couple of each size that I get to keep for myself, which is kind of nice, because I plan on selling the original piece eventually, so having a print will be a nice way for me to remember it. And then maybe I can get it framed or something for myself, which is cool. Oh, I love Super Smash Bros. That's one of my favorite games on the Switch. Great party game. I'm not the best at it, but it's still fun to play. And Towerfall. I haven't played that one. Celeste and Hollow Knight were super. I've heard good things about both of those games. So I'm gonna go put these prints on the shelf now, since they are all fully signed. So I'm gonna put them away. Just one moment. Oh, and then my other plan today was to, so this is another painting that I did a while back. It's a little more abstract than my normal stuff. But my plan is to paint the sides today, because they need to be painted. But I love this piece. This one I might end up selling as well. This eye here is actually based off of my own eye. So I took a picture of my eye and painted it. But I think it turned out pretty cool. And this is what I'm going to be working on right now. That was my plan, at least. Definitely get Towerfall, super fun party game. No online though. No worries, I don't really play online. Mostly just in person. So yeah, this piece I'm going to paint the edges right now. I'm going to need this dark purple here. So I think what I'm going to do is paint the top of it purple. This is quite an American painting smock. Yeah, it is, isn't it? With all those eagles and stuff. Yeah, my grandma made it for me. I think she probably got the material at Walmart too, so that makes it even more American, I guess. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna need red. I think this is the red that's open. And I think I haven't decided yet, but I might leave the bottom white because that's kind of the way that the painting flows. So there's white on there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna need a couple layers of this purple because the white is showing through. Oh, actually, I think that purple's mixed with black, so I think I might need them combined. By the way, is there tracking on the shipping or info when shipped? Yeah, when I ship out the print or painting, there'll be an email sent. Usually there's 2 emails sent, one from my website, one from either stamps.com or USPS, depending on if you're international or not. And there'll be tracking information available. So there'll be a tracking number through USPS. And if you placed an order in the past week or so, I haven't shipped those out yet, so there's no tracking information yet. But you should expect those within the next week. Takes me a while sometimes to get things out because I work a full-time day job, so it's kind of hard to be able to actually paint and then like package everything, but I manage. I do it. So I appreciate your patience and your support. It means a lot. So I'm mixing a little bit of black and purple together because that's actually what I did on the original background of this piece. Definitely gonna need another layer after this one dries. I love your paintings. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Need some red. I'm gonna have to do multiple layers of this red too, because it's painting. The white is coming through, so. Super. Can't wait for Yggdrasil and Hollow Harvest. Oh, you were that order. Oh, that's so awesome. going to Finland, right? That's so cool. I think you're my first Finland order. Yeah, that one I'll definitely have sent out this week. Yeah, Finland. Yeah, that's so cool.
Me too. Well, I haven't played while we played. Yep. I did go upstairs with me at first. I was worried I was gonna have a bloody nose. That's what I was worried if
Cool. So I painted that side red. Do I ever do commissions? I have in the past. I no longer do commissions because I don't have the time for them. And personally, every time I've done a commission, it gives me major anxiety. And I end up not being able to completely, like, I don't know, I lose sleep and all this jazz. And so basically, commissions are closed for good. So it's mainly, I think, for me, a lot of times for commissions, it feels like my creativity is kind of stifled a bit, and I feel less constricted when I don't have any commissions. I feel like I can be myself, be my own creative self. And I know commissions are like a main source of income for a lot of people, but that's just not me. You know, like my idea is I make art that I want to make, and if people like it, you know, that's great. If people don't like it, that's fine too, you know. It is what it is. I'm just gonna be doing myself. I'll just be over here, keep making art. So if there's something you see that you like of mine, by all means, let me know. But yeah, I'm sorry that I don't do commissions. I know that was a long-winded response, but I thought it'd be a good answer. But yeah, this painting behind me, just reminding everyone that that's the one that's up for auction on eBay right now. So if that's something you're interested in, link is in my bio. Yeah. Right now I'm just painting the sides of this piece, because this one I'm probably going to post in the next couple days. But I finished it actually like a couple weeks back, and I just haven't posted it yet, because I haven't finished the sides of it. So I wanted to finish the sides of it before I posted it. Especially if I plan to sell it, I don't want to have some blank sides. But looks like I might have to have this dry a bit because the white is still kind of showing through up here. So I have a full-time day job too? Yes, I do, yeah. So I work Monday through Friday as a file clerk at a law firm downtown Seattle. And that's my main source of income, at least for now. And it also, you know, I get my healthcare benefits through there. So if I were to drop that job and focus on my painting full-time, which is what I plan to do in the future, that means I'll have to pay for my own insurance, which, you know, I'm willing to do. But at the moment, I need to just save up, especially because we have a little girl on the way. So basically have 2 full-time jobs right now. Because I spend anywhere from 40 to 60 hours on my art business every week, whether that's actually painting a piece or making videos, making content, going live, sending out my art, all of that takes time. It's basically another full-time job. And when I say basically, I mean it is. And my art business is official now, so I've got a limited liability company, which is pretty cool. That's like the next step in my next chapter, I should say, in my art journey. This is not drying how I want it to. I'm gonna have to let it dry a little bit more before I put another layer on it. Oh, hey! Just spoke to me on TikTok? Yeah, I remember you with the art. Yeah, alright. I understand. Good, you have a great situation. Sounds like a lot of work too. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. I enjoy my art, and sometimes it can be stressful, but in the end, I always keep in mind that it's a good stress. I would like to not have the other day job, but for now, I gotta keep that. Hello, Emerson. Yeah, for those that might just be joining, I am painting the sides of this piece. I'm just painting them a solid color. And I also just finished, what was I gonna say? I just finished signing all of those prints. So all the Voyage to Yggdrasil prints are all signed and ready to go. Yeah, you can see my easel now. Yeah, this is the one that's for auction. So I decided to put it on in the background because I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah, it's so different with your health insurance stuff. We have public health care in Finland, which is great, but also a lot more taxes. Yeah, different system here. It'd be nice to not have to worry about my health care. And then I could probably completely switch over to art full time, but yeah, different systems. That's all I'm gonna say on live. Yeah, so I'm waiting for this to dry. Yeah, you're laughing over there. Thank you for the hearts. I see those. It's looking a little bit better with those edges painted. Love the color scheme. Oh, which piece? The one that's on the easel or this one? I mean, I like both of them, but rad. Thank you, Unsinger Art. I love your stuff, by the way. It's amazing art. I'm so love it. Thank you. Love. Oh, I read that one. Yeah. Reading comments a second time.
There's more right here.
This is only my third or fourth live on Instagram. I don't really go live on Instagram. But I also recently got the ability to have people buy badges, which is kind of cool. It's like I'm still unfamiliar with how Instagram works. but I activated that. I was like, okay, why not? And by no means you were not obligated to do that. I just thought I should let people know that that's a thing. I have no idea what it does, just that it's a thing. Oh, there's cat hair on here. That's what happens when you have two cats and a dog.
Okay, I'll get this patch going with the other one. We're so close to the same one first.
It's already looking a lot better with these painted edges now. Love your stuff too. Keep crushing it, man. Thank you. Would you prefer Instagram or TikTok? Honestly, TikTok. I mean, I love Instagram, and I've had Instagram for a long time now, but TikTok I feel is a little bit better when it comes to engagement. At least for me. It's taken me a long time to grow any sort of following on Instagram, and the only reason I grew a following on Instagram was because of TikTok. So I feel like TikTok is really the driving factor there. I've just had such a positive experience on there. I mean, I've had a positive experience on Instagram as well, but TikTok has really propelled me into my dream job, which is painting. So I gotta say, you know, TikTok takes the cake there. Hope you can switch to full-time art someday, because your paintings are awesome. I think I have to pick up a few more after the next paycheck. Thank you so much. You were awesome. I appreciate you.
37.
Yeah, it means a lot that I have people like yourself that are there supporting me and making this dream come true. It really means a lot. Now that things are opening up a little bit more over here in the States, I'm going to try and do either some art fairs or get my paintings up. Maybe not a gallery, but maybe like some local cafes or even bars or something. Whatever place likes to have art, I'm going to look for those. I've had my paintings up in a cafe here before, but that was right when the pandemic hit, so no one really saw my stuff. And that was over a year ago, so I feel like personally I've improved a bit since then, and I can't wait to see how much I improve in the future as well. I agree with you, looking forward to chatting to you live on Instagram. Yeah, I look forward to it as well. So that red is looking a little more vibrant, a little more solid on both sides. I might need to do another layer on this side because there's some purple on there that is showing through. And then the purple black layer on the top needs another once over. I'm going to wait a little bit more because it's still wet right here. But over here I could probably start painting that. It's dry. Oh yeah, that's looking much more solid. That's the look I'm going for. I don't know what it is, but when you paint those edges, wow, it just look, I don't know, it looks more professional. It completes the piece. Even if you're gonna frame it eventually, you know, always recommend painting the edges. You don't have to. It's optional. You know, some people are really anal about that. I'm not, you know. If you don't want to paint the edges of your piece, you don't have to. It's your piece. But I will say it looks damn good.
Well, there's two skeletons in there too. No, over this way. So I'm looking over here because I think there's one over here too.
Okay, yeah, that's looking good.
What do you want to do?
Where do you get to find inspiration for painting and when you start it? So, my inspiration comes from many things. I have a fascination with space and science fiction and even a little fantasy too. So, a lot of my inspiration might come from that. I also am inspired by the natural world around me. So, I live in the Pacific Northwest, which is a very like green and luscious place with mountains and rivers, lakes, the ocean, you know, all those amazing things, evergreen trees. So I'm inspired by those as well. And then a lot of things just kind of come out of my imagination. So a lot of the scenes I think of are kind of off color because of my imagination. You know, like what if there was a landscape like this where the trees were red and the sky was orange, you know, and the water was yellow. Who knows?
Oh my god.
I had a day of painting canvas edges black yesterday. Oh yeah. I saw your stories. Yeah, they're looking good though. Really, really love both of those pieces. That, you know, the one with the Spitfire and then the one with the hiking people. It's like a grandpa, I think. Sorry. Definitely painted edges all the way. I try to paint edges as I go too. Yeah, I try to paint them sometimes as I go. Like that one behind me I did. But sometimes I get carried away with the painting and I just kind of don't paint the edges until later on. And then sometimes, like Adam Stevens did, I'll just paint edges black just so there's a color there. As long as they're not that like white color, you know. Although this one, so I've got the red and the kind of dark purplish black, and then I've got white on the bottom with red on this side. But I've got white on the bottom because the actual piece itself has white on the bottom. So I thought it kind of just blended in a little bit. If I don't like it, maybe I'll paint it yellow. Dude, you a 21st century Salvador Dali. That's a nice compliment. I appreciate you. This looks good. I am liking these edges. Salvador Dali is actually a huge inspiration to me, so that is a really huge compliment. Yeah, I'd say some of the biggest inspirations for me would be Salvador Dali, Rene Magritte, and Nick Fluke. So Fluco, as a lot of you might know, is a modern day painter, but he's also been a huge inspiration to me. So those are kind of the three artists that I would say I'm most inspired by.
Oh, creeper, pen, watch out!
Thank you for the likes. Yeah, I think this piece is pretty much done. I'm trying to hold it carefully because the edges are wet, but it's a little more abstract than my normal pieces with some metallic paint in it. And I'm probably going to spray it with a glossy acrylic varnish to seal it up, and that'll make it a little more shiny as well. It'll make the darks and the lights a little more contrasted. Always looks good when you varnish it. I just love, it's very satisfying to varnish something because it always comes out looking better for the most part. There's only been one experience where it didn't look better, and that's because I used the wrong varnish for the wrong paint and kind of destroyed the painting, but that's okay. Yeah, there's like a little astronaut floating out of that. And there's this alien.
Yeah. Glad you were.
That's based off of my eye. So I took a really up close picture of my eye. I just have a planet in the background. But what I started with was I started with a gradient that's in the background. Excuse me, I burped. And then I kind of sploshed some paint over it, just some random colors, and that's what you see, like all of these kind of strokes of paint. I use a palette knife for those. And then I went over and put some stars in there, and then I just started putting little details in. It's just kind of a fun piece, a way to let loose a bit and relax. I'm also a big fan of sci-fi and a lot of nature here in Finland too. Not evergreen trees, but on the other hand, we have a massive difference in all the seasons. That's awesome. Yeah, Finland, and the Scandinavian countries in general are countries I've always wanted to visit because of the amazing landscapes. I'd say that some of my paintings have been inspired by landscapes over there as well. Love the contrast and the white on the bottom. Thank you so much. Where am I from? I am from Seattle, Washington, so that's on the west coast of the United States. Yes, I'm a city boy, but I also love the outdoors. So I was born in an urban area, but I still feel most at home in the outdoors. This Father's Day is going to be the tits. I bought more of your art from my husband Tyler. Aw, that's so awesome. Well, I'm going to be sending out some more art this week, so if you bought it recently, your piece is probably going to be sent out pretty soon here. Planning to send them out tomorrow, Monday. I think I have 12 orders to send out from the last week and a half or so, because the last weekend I was out of town, so I was like, all orders from that will be sent out the following week. So, but I appreciate your support so much. That means a lot, and I'm happy that you enjoy it, and hope your husband likes it too. Should probably visit Norway since you like the mythology. We have different mythology in Finland. Yeah, I do like Norse mythology. I don't know. I still want to visit Finland, and just there's a lot of. Honestly, I would love to visit every single country someday. And by every country, I mean every single country. I don't mean just European countries. Oh, and across the world in the Balkans. That's so cool. Which Balkan country are you from? Ordered it before the camping trip, so it'll be here just in time. Perfect. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm winding down a bit. I just finished signing prints and finished painting the edges. That was my goal today, was to do both of those things, and just went live to do them just because. Will I celebrate this Father's Day? Yeah, I probably will. Probably be going to my parents' house. They're both vaccinated now, which is awesome. Very happy about that. So I'm going to be going there probably for Father's Day and having dinner. I haven't decided what to get him yet, but hope he'll visit us someday. That would be awesome. From Kalevala, which is Finnish mythology. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's cool. I took a little bit of. So when I was in college, I took a history class on Scandinavia in general. So kind of glossed over some of the mythology, but didn't really go into it. So I would love to learn more about it. I'm actually gonna write that down so I can remember it.
Did you lose to them? Oh no.
I'm looking at the comic Kalevala. I'm probably butchering the name, but that's okay.
Holy shit.
I will learn more about it. Yeah, what a lot of people might not know is I graduated college with a bachelor's in history. So, which is kind of funny since I do art now and I work as a file clerk in a law firm. I think my history degree helps me land that job because history kind of requires you to be really detail oriented and kind of synthesize a lot of information. And a file clerk job isn't really that difficult. It just requires me to be, I don't know, punctual and productive.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that helped. I love your art. Thank you so much. Is it Polaris or Polaris? Don Rosa actually did a Donald Duck story about Kalevala. Oh, really? Wow. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. Alright, let's check and see how these edges are doing. I put it down without it sitting on the edge of the plate. Okay. Yeah, they're drying. After looking at it, I might put another layer on it later. But for now, I am liking it. Definitely looks a lot better with those painted edges. Do I ever read sci-fi? Oh yes, I do. I love reading sci-fi. Right now I'm actually reading through the Expanse series. I think I'm on the 6th book? I can't remember. There's going to be 9 of them. I also love the Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. I've got those. I've read a lot of Philip K. Dick. Kurt Vonnegut is one of my favorite authors. He doesn't always write science fiction, but I like to categorize him as kind of a science fiction author. I mean, some of his stuff is science fiction, but not all of it. Philip K. Dick is also very science fiction. Shoot, I can't remember who's the guy that wrote Jurassic Park. Because I've read a lot of his stuff too, and that's kind of it's escaping me. But I've read almost all of his books. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Have you read Three Body Problem? I have not. Who wrote that one? Yeah, Foundation was great. Yeah, it's funny because Foundation is such a good name for that trilogy because it literally is the foundation for so many science fiction novels afterwards or science fiction movies, you know? I see a lot of Star Wars or Star Trek or, you know, all those things. I see a lot of that in Foundation, meaning that they were inspired, which makes sense, you know. It's kind of how creative processes work, you know, you're inspired by something else. One thing that I remember specifically from Foundation that made me think of Star Wars was the homeworld of Trantor, because Trantor was, you know, this huge, massive city on a singular world. So it was just like there was no like natural environment anymore. It was just completely enveloped by urban sprawl, and that makes me think of Coruscant from Star Wars. So I'm like, oh, George Lucas, I see you. I see you being inspired by Isaac Asimov. Okay, you gotta look it up. Wait, I'll check who wrote Three Body Problem. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That one doesn't sound familiar, but I'd love to know. Yeah, but for those just joining, we're talking science fiction novels in here. So if anyone is a science fiction fan, by all means, feel free to pipe in and, you know, talk about your favorite authors. I just finished painting the sides of this piece. So we've got the red, the purple. This one I will sell. I haven't decided if I want to do a flat price on my website or an eBay auction yet, but I will be selling it. Probably not as much as my other pieces, just because it's a little different, a little more abstract, a little more fun. Not that my other paintings aren't fun, but this one I was able to kind of
Huge.
relax and just do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
The one behind me is also up for auction right now, and that one ends on Wednesday. So I just started the auction for today, so it's going from today to Wednesday at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And then probably within the next 10 minutes or so, I'll end the live. Just because I've been live for a bit, need a break. Probably play some Minecraft with my fiance. Yeah, you were right. I remember Encyclopedia Galactica being mentioned in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, that one. You can see a lot of references in there as well. A lot of inspirations, I should say. Yeah, I see Isaac Asimov in so many modern sci-fi series and whatnot. It's kind of, it's cool to see that. It shows you that those people know what they're doing, you know. I mean, I see Isaac Asimov as one of the like fathers of science fiction almost. Okay, let me write that down too. It's Lou Sixon. And then it's Three Body Problem. Cool. I've got a few things to look up later. Hello, what are we talking about? We are talking about science fiction novels at the moment. But I just also finished signing some prints and painting the edges of this piece that's in front of me. I'll carefully pick it up because the sides are still wet. Maybe. I kind of put it not at the edge of the table like I should have. Okay, those sides aren't wet. Oh yeah, the robotic laws. That was a good one. So this is the piece I just finished painting the edges of. So this is a more abstract piece. I don't usually paint stuff like this. OMG, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, this one I'll probably make available. I haven't decided where yet. But I appreciate everyone joining my live. I'm most likely going to end the live now. I'm glad I can inspire you. That means a lot. I actually don't know how to end Instagram lives. Do I just hit the X? It's so funky. Yeah, I love it. Alright, thank you all for joining. I'll see you on my next live. And hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever time it is. And see ya.